All right, we're at the end of May here, 2017. I dug this in 2016 in July in the dry season. Pretty much just started, did some research, but probably could have done some more research yet. Sort of a newbie mistake. I didn't build up the sides of the pond to where the entire pond was above ground level. I probably should have added more ground and raised the entire pond before putting a liner in it and then filling it. The dry season last year was fine. Went all the way through the winter, came into spring where it starts getting melt off from the snow and then the rains. And what's happened is the ground has become saturated. The water table is fairly high here, and it's heavy clay soil. So this is basically a clay bowl with a liner in it with a high water table. So as soon as it started raining, the hydrostatic pressure pushing water up, and it can't equalize, so it's bubbling this liner. We started noticing a few bubbles here, which I was like, oh, maybe it's the underlayment. You know, we used cardboard and carpet and pad. Maybe some of that's breaking down and it's air bubbles. But it kept going, and I was like, once I started researching it, I found out it's water. And then here recently, after several rainstorms, in front of the waterfall, the entire floor has risen up. I heard some people calling those whales, and that is also full of water. You can see on the far side, we've already started to try a solution. We'll see if it works. But on the far side, had several different problems. One problem was the ground here is so wet, it sank a little, so I had to cave in with the rocks that I had put here. But there is underneath the liner. So I have reason to believe, after being in it, that pretty much it's all just floating on water. One solution online, short of taking it all apart and putting a drain underneath it, is to dig what's called a well point. So you're supposed to go down under the lowest level of the pond. I'm supposed to put gravel in this. I'll put a tube and a sump pump in there. And I'm hoping the water seeks the easiest method and comes up there instead of under the liner. We dug this today with an auger. Expected to see water when we dug it, but not. So I'm a little dubious. But it's a start. Right now, this is probably got a digging bar in there. I'm guessing we're at about 5 foot. And the deepest part of the pond is only about 2.5 to 3 feet. So I went down as far as the auger I could rent would take me. And then we were bottoming out. So that's as far down as I can get. I can maybe get some more out of the bottom with a post hole digger. And to be continued.